present NDA government, led by Narendra Modi ji, is completing 1 year in another 3 days. During the election campaign, BJP's as well as Narendra Modi's, one of the main campaign point was UPA was neglecting national security, ignoring national security aspects, and ultimately, by our action and inaction, they have compromised national security. After going through their performance records, without any exaggeration and hesitancy, I'd like to say that the present government has compromised our national security. They were criticizing us that we are not giving much attention to national security and we are not spending enough to strengthen our capability. We are not doing enough for the welfare of the jawans and ex-servicemen. What is their record within this 1 year? In the area of performance in the defense sector, their government is one of the worst the country has seen in the last few years. The defense expenditure this year is the lowest in the recent years. I would like to bring your attention to the Standing Committee's report. 6th report of the Standing Committee, President of Lok Sabha. You see, according to the report, this is Standing Committee report, official report, not my report or the Congress Party's family. This Standing Committee 6th report. After the report, India government spent the lowest amount in the area of defense in the last 6 years. 2009 onwards, last 5 years, UPA was steadily increased the defense expenditure. Steadily, every year, you are increasing the expenditure. 10 to 17% of increase consistently was there during our period. But last year, NDA expenditure was reduced to 87%. 87% only they spend the budget amount. But in fact, our government is spent 104% to 101%, 99.99%, 101%. Even the election year, we spent 99.92%. But the present government spent only 87.21% in actual terms. According to the 2014-15 budget, they spent less than 36,000. Revised budget if you compare, they spent 29,000 less in crores. Actually, compared to our last year's expenditure also, compared to our last year's expenditure, they spent less than 10,000 crores. Compared to the UPS last year's expenditure, this year's expenditure 10,000 crores than less than that. Last many years when UPA was there, every year steadily we are increasing the expenditure. For the first time in recent years, instead of increasing the expenditure, they have reduced their expenditure. Total neglect. Total neglect. They were saying so many things. In the area of marketing, they are number one experts. But actual performance, record is there. This is the parliamentary standing committee report was on the Lok Sabha. Their performance was the worst in the recent years. They used to attack us, our years of, in the event was the worst years. We were not giving everything to the armed forces. Our government gave the maximum support to the armed forces. In terms of weapons, ships, aircrafts, welfare measures. But we were not able to fulfill all their aspirations because armed forces demands were 40% more than the budget amount. But we did not surrender, not a single penny. During the election year, we surrendered only 173 crores only. But they surrendered this year. Twenty-nine crores, 29,000 from the army. So the army was 2,22,000. They spent only 1,93,000. You can't give the stable you want to invest. So the defense area, that performance was best. This is one of the examples of their compromise in national security. Another shocking is their decision to downsize the mountain striking corps. According to me, it is anti-national activity. Compromising national security. In the early years, India, in the security establishment thought, undeveloped borders is the safest for country. So we were not doing much to strengthen the border security. But last decades onwards, continuously, we were continuously, steadily strengthening the infrastructure and also manpower in the remote areas. During the UPA government, we first strengthened our air bases in the northeast, secure bases in Tezpur, other military airports we developed, and also we have formed 2 divisions after 29 years. After 29 years, UPA government formed 2 divisions in the northeast. One division was headquarters Rangapara in Nagaland. Another divisional headquarters is Tezpur in Assam. But then army told, this is not enough. This is not enough because Chinese are building up like anything. The Indian military presence in the border compared to China is 1 day only. They are going fast. So 2 divisions is not enough. Airfields are not enough. At least minimum, as a safeguard our national security, border security, at least as a minimum, as a beginning, we need a mountain strike corps. Army headquarters discussed 3 years continuously. During the period of 2 army chiefs, they discussed continuously. They told the government, this is the minimum for us. Otherwise, it's difficult to meet the Chinese threats. that the border of their strength is increasing. There was financial constraints, but ultimately government accepted their proposal. If the government accepted the proposal for mountain strike code, nearly more than 70,000 soldiers, missile system, aircrafts, our infrastructure. And I'm glad to inform you, we were able to implement this decision as quickly as possible. UK government started implementing the formation of Mountain Strike Corps 2013 onwards. Mountain Strike Corps headquarters was established in Panagar, in West Bengal in 2013. After that, continuously program is implemented as per schedule. But now the defense minister says they have decided to force it. They are going to downsize it to get more than half. Instead of 70,000 soldiers, now it will be only 35,000. Instead of more than 80,000 crores, it will be 35,000 crores. So that means substantial reduction of forces, equipments, military, infrastructure. So this happens when the formation is on. 2013 onwards, formation is going on. They have downsized. At the time when China is further building up, China-Pakistan axis is increasing, growing. Instead of taking further steps to strengthen the border security, they have practically downsized and they made the Mountain Strike Corps ineffective. This is a compromise of our national security. That is why I said it's actually anti-national activity. He said, where is the money? They used to attack it. We spend entire money, budgeted amount every year, but we are not able to fulfill all the requirements of the armed forces because budget is something, their requirement is 40,000 more than. But we, so in spite of all difficulties, we started formation of Mountain Strike Corps. They must find out the money. That is why they have the government. They must fulfill armed forces aspirations. They must give the confidence to armed forces. When Chinese are building up like anything, instead of preparing more programs to build up in the border areas, downsizing the strike corps means demoralizing the armed forces, compromising national security. My appeal, I request the government is, at no cost, they should not downsize the formation of strike corps. Because it was the minimum requirement, minimum demand of the armed forces, of the Indian Army. So they should withdraw this anti-national and anti-security decision. They must declare immediately that they are backtracking from their decision. They must fulfill. They should implement in toto the proposal given by the armed forces. After 3 years of detailed deliberation in the army headquarters and army formations, this is our anchor and one rank, one bench. I told you earlier, this UPA government gave maximum support in equipping the armed forces, in developing infrastructure. Along with that, welfare of the armed forces are one of our topmost priority. One rank, one bench was the commitment of our party. And we thought, at a stage we cannot implement that. Step by step we started. Before our government comes, all the governments, implement the pension of the armed forces only as per the pay commission. But even after the pay commission, UPA government, UPA 1 and 2, increased substantially the pension of the armed forces 3 times. You know that. 3 times we increased the pension of the ex-servicemen. But even then there was a gap. Then we decided finally for this intervention, forcible intervention of Vice President Rahul also is a factor. So ultimately, in 2013-14 budget, our Finance Minister Chidambaram announced we are going to implement 1 rank, 1 pension in total. From 1st April 2014 onwards. After that, I convened 2 meetings. He was also there as minister. 2 meetings with the armed forces, Defense Ministry and also the Defense Finance Ministry. And he these are also standing committee. With this treaty, in this document, to the standing committee. UPA government, after announcing the 1 rank 1 pension, he clearly said what is the meaning of 1 rank 1 pension. He not only announced it, about all kinds of confusion and complications. He made clearly, categorically terms, what is the meaning of 1 rank 1 pension. And what is that? Our decision before going. 1 rank 1 pension implies that uniform pension is paid to the armed forces personnel retiring in the same rank, in the same length of service, irrespective of their date of retirement, and any future enhancement in the rates of pension to be automatically passed on to the past pensioners. This implies bridging the gap between the rates of pension of the current pensioners and the past pensioners, and also future enhancements in the rates of pension to be automatically passed on to the past pensioners. There is no confusion, there is no vagueness. In clear terms, without any confusion, we clarified what is the meaning of 1 rank pension. This is we took after meeting with the armed forces. So whichever government now in future comes, what is the meaning of 1 rank pension is very clear. And also we also decided these benefits will go to disability pensioners as well as family pensioners. It was their demand. So we took a decision to implement 1 rank 1 pension 1st April 2014 onwards, and we clarified the meaning of 1 rank pension, and we also extended this benefit to disability pensioners as well as family pensioners. The election came, he lost the election. They came 14 months ago. 14 months ago. Even now they are saying that they are fine-tuning. 14 months. It's a criminal inaction. That too, after giving hope to those people who sacrificed their life, their youth, their health. 14 months, not in action. No, now it is too late. We cannot now tolerate now anymore. They have to implement it, not by words, not by statements. They must say month onwards, the Indian soldier will get the one-rank pension by cash. The announcements are over. Decision we took, UPA government took. In February 2014, after that, what do you mean by one-rank pension? It was resisted. And he formed the committees to implement it. All this is over. Their duty is to see that this money is reaches to the deserving ex-servicemen. Now the defense minister, prime minister must tell the country, which date onwards the Indian ex-service people, ex-servicemen will get the actual amount, including you. When they will get the actual, when they will get the check, which date onwards. No promise now. There is no room for promise. But 14 months delay is a criminal inaction on the part of this government. They claim they are a performing government. One more issue I would like to that is about that. I read a statement some time back by the present defense minister. I never expected a statement from him. That Antony Antony's questions kill Rahul's tender process. Antony's questions kills Rahul's tender process. This is a statement given by the President. So far I didn't react, but many friends are telling me I have to clarify the question. I am clarifying. You can't hear. Antony's questions in the file kill the Rahul's tender process. This was a statement by President. Then I have a duty to tell through to the nation why I question it. Why I question that in the file. You know, there was a tender for 126 marks. Many aircrafts participated, but first round itself, two of them not qualified, 2 years, 1 Russian. 3 were selected. 3. Rafael, Eurofighter, what from Typhoon?
Only 2 was selected.
Anyway, Rafael and Eurocopter were selected. Then technical negotiations were there, mainly led by Air Force and Defense Ministry and Defense Finance. They selected Rafael as the L1. Because a new concept is life cycle cost. You tender may be just attack that, but along with that they will calculate the life cycle cost. What will be the expense with the life cycle of the aircraft? As per this new concept, Rafael became the L1. They were selected. They were just announced. But what happened? Series of complaints, allegations came to me, mostly from senior most opposition leaders. That also mainly from BJP top leaders. Many senior most opposition leaders, and including many topmost senior most BJP leaders written to me. including, and also one of the senior most leader, Yashwant wrote a series of letters with documents that this selection of L1 is irregular. It is not justifiable. It is totally against the rules. It is in the interest of helping somebody else. It is in the interest of helping a company which is so deserving. After referring to Air Force Department, I answered it. Then he again wrote back series of letters came to me, and so many other leaders also. Along with that, our finance ministry also told us this L1 selection process they are not convinced. The finance ministry also pointed out they are not convinced about the L1 selection. So, our own finance ministry told us they are not convinced about the L1 selection. And many senior opposition leaders, including the former finance minister respected Yashwant for a series of letters raising many allegations about the selection. And finance ministry also said they are not convinced. They cannot support it. Air Force on the other hand, always telling me, it is too late, proceed. It needs security. Then, as a defense, what I should do? Then I wrote in the file. You continue with the negotiations. But after completing negotiation, don't take it to the government for approval. Negotiations. Price negotiation, technology transformation. But after completing, don't take it to the government for approval till the L1 dispute is settled. Till the L1 dispute is settled. I thought, even now I took the correct decision. Because on the one side, there is serious allegation of a spectrum of opposition leaders, very respectable leaders, and also finance ministry. On the other side, Air Force is continuously proceed with it. Another problem was also there. In the original understanding, the idea was to buy Antony 26. After that, 18 we will buy on flyover conditions. 18. Remaining 108. HAL, our public sector company, HAL will produce it. The technology transfer by the company. But company was not willing to transfer technology as per our conditions. Negotiation went on. So on the one side, complained about the selection of L1. On the other side, foreign companies' unwillingness, they create a lot of confusion, a lot of questioning. So without technology transfer, how can we purchase from them? That was the main condition. Only 18 from France flyover condition. And then 8 produced in the HAL. For the technology is needed, then they are not willing to watch. That is why this is delayed. But anyway, the President Minister said, R&D is question will kill it. Then I have asked him 2 clarifications. So he knows very well in the file, I noted something like that. Here, in the file it is very clear, he has seen the objection raised by Yashwant and so many other leaders. Yes, he must have seen the objection by the Finance Ministry. So, after knowing my file only, to the file, after knowing the objection raised by senior most BJP leaders, their own facts and figures. After knowing very well Finance Ministry is opposing it, before going to France to buy 36 number in the governmental agreement, how they consulted the Finance Ministry, how the present government consulted the Finance Ministry, because the Finance Ministry itself and all the BJP leaders themselves, they question the process of selection of L1. At least how they consulted the Finance Ministry, can we proceed to buy these 36 numbers from this company? Another question I want to ask. Even in the government agreement, you have to follow the defense procurement procedure. In entering this government agreement with France, how they follow the defense procurement procedure? Is it as per the DPP? These two things they have to clarify.
What is the second thing?
DPP, Defense Procurement Procedure. These are for government agreement. We have intergovernmental agreement with the mainly with United States. It is as per the US military sale. But even that is decided by the from the US, their parliament, their Senate, India. It should be voted through the Services and the Defense Acquisition Council, DAC. DAC headed by Defense Minister and MOS, are 3 service chiefs, Defense Secretary, other secretaries. So it has to rule through them. Whether you have followed the defense procurement procedure, I would like to know that. You cannot bypass the EPP. These two things you have to plan. And what about the technology transfer? Unless there is technology transfer, where is made in India? They are the champions of made in India. You are buying everything flyover. Where is made in India? What is the possibility of technology transfer? That also they must stand. This is what, in short, I would like to say about defense and national security for the time being. More will say.
Antony, Manohar Parrikar has said that you are using terrorists against terrorists to neutralize them. How do you see this statement of a defense minister?
Is it a considered decision of the government? Is it a considered decision of the government? Let them say. Is it a considered decision of the government?
You favor this policy?
No, let me first. Is it a considered decision of the government? How they concern the armed forces?